to talk about. So as usual, Annie, I always let you go first, my little friend first. So if you would like to describe what you see here, it's very typical of Halloween.
Yes. Actually, I don't know Halloween what Halloween is, but in this picture, yeah, in this picture, I get pumpkin, but mostly the painting like in this way. Why pumpkin? So why
Okay.
not papaya or not banana? So
No,
that's
so
why.
it's a pumpkin, but when you draw a face on it or you carve out a face, it's called jack-o'-lantern. And I could be wrong, but I think they started in the UK in the time of the Celtics, and they were very frightened of the spirits. And so at this time of year, you can imagine they lived in like forests or villages, and to frighten away the spirits, they used to make a lantern and put it in the window. So they made a lantern and put it in the window, but they didn't make it of a pumpkin. They made it of another vegetable, which is called a turnip. I can't explain to you what it is. It's very small and white. And then as years have progressed, maybe commercially, or there are more of pumpkins, they have started to use pumpkins. So I think Halloween was the start of the new year. And it was a way of frightening away the old spirits and welcoming the new spirits. This is my opinion, okay? And this is a symbol of Halloween now in the 20th century, a pumpkin.
So why we should frighten the spirit?
Well, I don't know all the details. I have forgot some of the information, but I'm talking of hundreds of years ago, and people were superstitious. They didn't understand why things happened, and they used to think of bad things happening and new things happening. So I think they used to see shadows or things that they didn't understand. And so I think this is where it is. So it started to start off the new year and say goodbye to the bad year. I think this is where it started. So as you said, we can see a pumpkin, which is now called jack-o'-lantern, because a lantern used to have a candle inside, and it used to show off some light. And then it got very commercial, Halloween. So you can imagine it started in the UK with people pagan, didn't believe in God or anything like that. And then the immigrants went to America. And over the last years, the Americans have commercialized Halloween. So now Halloween that I see on the television or in films, it doesn't seem anything like when I was a child. So it's very commercial. And they things, it's very Americanized, as I always say. This is my opinion.
Ah, okay. So how about, oh, I think this is like tradition, tradition, and then according this tradition, and every year you celebrate or about this Halloween. So what message behind that celebration?
So I think now all it is an idea to have a party for the children and even for the adults. It's an excuse to have a party. And I think as the American is such a big country and influences the global world, this is why, for example, now we celebrate Halloween in Spain, and it's not a Spanish custom at all. So we've been influenced by America, and the Americans, I think, originally got it from the Celtics and the UK. So here we see pumpkins, a candle, which are symbols of light and of Halloween. Now, this is another picture I found.
The next one.
Right? Now, do you know what this is? This is like a doll figure. And we put the figure in a field full of cereals which are growing. Do you know what it's called?
I know. Scarecrow.
Yeah, so it's a scarecrow. So it's a scarecrow.
Yeah, sorry, scarecrow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I make my pronouns. Yeah.
So you see this in horror films and then, but I saw these not with the pumpkin head, but I seen scarecrows in the fields when I was growing up. Growing up. And they would frighten away the birds so they wouldn't eat the seeds that were growing. So describe this picture to me a little bit. So this is a scarecrow.
For me, this is not scary at all.
It's funny.
Yeah, that's funny because I met this kind of thing on the farm in Bali as well, but not with pumpkin in here. But sometimes the shape of here and the head is about like cone, yeah. So not with pumpkin, but for me this is not scary. This is funny for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I saw it when I was a child, it was dressed up in old clothes, and they made a head of I don't know if you can see it here, straw. They used to use straw to fill up the body, and the head was made of straw as well, and used to have a hat on. So this is it. So what we can see here is a pumpkin head, which is in the shape of a jack-o'-lantern because of the face. I don't like the nails and the hands. They do look very scary to me. You have a long pointed nail and very thin